All right, time now for Hot Picks, where we look at pure, actionable ideas, the highest conviction ideas in a sector. Today, it's electric vehicles, but without the drama that Elon Musk may bring. Eddy Gifford is a wealth advisor for TACTIVE, the tech space for active investing. Eddy, thanks so much for being with us. Before we get into the picks, just talk about the thesis here in electric vehicles and how you screen for opportunities.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Electric vehicles, for lack of a better term, they're kind of the future of automaking. It's the trend, but I don't think it's trendy from the standpoint that I don't think it's a scenario where, oh yeah, well this was hot and then in 5 years we're not going to see them anymore. I think that the EV space is here to stay. There's countries and governments all over the world that have mandates to hit specific timelines for when X amount of vehicles should be electric, with the goal of becoming 100% electric. So it's a industry that's going to be required to grow over the next 10 to 15 years. And so, when you know that a space is going to grow, then you need to start looking in that space, because if you can pick the right winners, you can end up in a really, really good spot 10 to 15 years from now.
Okay, let's talk about some of those winners. There's a lot of focus on growth of EVs, specifically in China. You like a company that is focused on that, BYD, which is in China. Talk to us about why you're bullish on this one, what the opportunity is.
Well, China is rapidly growing, more so than almost anybody else in this space. And BYD has over 25% of the market share. So what that tells me is there's already trust there when it comes to the brand, that people are willing to buy it when it comes to the brand. And they're not exclusive to the EV space only. They recently came out with an SUV EV, but they also do the plug-in hybrids, which for people that maybe travel a little bit further than just commuting all the time, that could work to their favor too if they have to go a little bit further having a plug-in hybrid. So we think that they're very well diversified. They're in a lot of different spaces, but the EV space is their primary, and because of that, we really think that there's a good long-term potential here. And there's, like you said, or like there's been drama associated with other companies. And so if you can lean into one that you already trust, that's local and growing, I don't see how you can go wrong there in the long run.
So this was a real sleepy stock for a couple of years and then took off during the pandemic, but it's off from its peak. It's down about 40% from its peak. Why is that? Is it company specific? Is it sector specific, country specific? And is that a buying opportunity?
I would say a little bit of everything. I don't think we're out of the woods yet, just generally speaking, when it comes to markets. So anything that we're doing right now, we would say dollar cost averaging over the next 6 to 12 months. We think there's volatility ahead. We think that there's probably going to be, it's probably going to get worse before it gets better. And yeah, it surged like everything else during the pandemic, and like everything else, it's given back some of those gains. Doesn't mean that it's a bad stock or a bad company. Just means that any new space that's hot is going to be more volatile in general. So the swings are going to be bigger to the upside and the downside. And so although it did pull back, I think that it's a good entry point. I don't think that we're at a bottom in the market at all. So, because of that falling knife analogy where everything falls regardless of how good the stock is, we still think it's smart to dollar cost average here, but we think that this is a good long-term position for the EV space in your portfolio, or for what we call like an outlier satellite type in your portfolio.
Ford is an interesting choice. If you're bullish on EVs, can you own Ford just for that reason alone? Because it comes with a lot of other things.
I think you can. I think you can, just because Ford is being very, very specific compared to a lot of the other, I guess, hybrid or blended companies, or whatever you want to call them, from the standpoint that they have a very, very, very clear picture on where they're going in the EV space. And Ford just historically is very, very competitive, and so they're going to build a really good product. That product is going to be accepted because of the history related to the company itself, specifically in America. And there's certain vehicles that Ford makes that everybody wants, and when they have a good EV version of it, it's going to serve them really, really well as a company. So you can totally buy the stock just on the concept of Ford is going to do well and be competitive in the EV space.
And we talk so much about the cars themselves, but the cars use lithium to fuel their batteries. And so this pick is pretty interesting. Albemarle, which is in the chemical space and is a provider of lithium. Is that the play? Is that all that they do? And how much exposure are you getting to electric vehicles when you're buying a name like this?
Well, they've been providing the bulk of lithium to all EV battery car makers. So if you're looking to get in like at the foundation and you're like, you know what, like I believe in this space, but I don't really know what company to pick, then we think that this is a good spot. We think that, if you can be the foundation, if you will, of EVs, which is the battery, but you can't have the battery without the lithium. And they are the top producer, top provider, not top producer, but they have been the top provider of lithium to these companies. So it's a way to say, hey, I really, really want to belong the EV space. This one isn't quite as volatile, still volatile, but not quite as volatile as maybe the Teslas of the world. This is a space that you can jump into and have confidence that long term, as long as there's lithium in the world, this company can do really well for you.